on May 2026.
Mukhang itong committee na to parang pinilit ka para magsalita.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, yun lang. Ang gusto kong sagot mo.
Okay. So eto guys, etong si Abante ay nagagalit nga siya kay GARMA dahil daw bakit daw pinagbabawalan yung mga taong namatayan na magsugal. Nagrereklamo kasi itong mga namatayan dahil nga po pinagbabawalan daw sila ni GARMA na magsugal sa lamay. At eto na naman yung style nila guys na pag hindi ka kampi, hindi ka nila halos pagsalitain. Napapansin ko rin sa video ito. Matapos po niyang gisahin itong si GARMA, nagtawanan kaagad itong si Abante at si Dan Fernandez. At hindi lang po yan, marami po ang nakakapansin sa pagbaliktad ni GARMA dito po sa videong ito. Habang binasa po niya yung statement ay umiiyak siya na emotional na kaya hindi po maiwasan ng ibang mga netizens dyan na mag-isip na baka daw itong si GARMA ay napalitan lang di uman itong magpumirma ng statement na bumaliktad. Matatandaan po natin na itong si Mary Ann Magnus ay sinubukan po niyang kausapin itong si Alice Goo na para papirmahin ng statement na bumaliktad din para idiin ang mga Duterte sa Pogo. At ito guys, panoorin po natin ang video ito at kayo lang po ang humusga.
Kanina po sa testimony ni Raquel Lopez, sa sinabi niya na nagpunta sa kanila si Colonel GARMA at ang katuwiran po ni Colonel GARMA, siya po ay nag-rekurida paggabi. Ano po? At sinabi niya na sumigaw si Colonel GARMA. Pakiulit nga po, Miss Lopez, ang ginawa ni Colonel GARMA doon sa inyong bahay, noong lamay.
Ano ka siya nga, pag-agi na sa buha nga, nganong gibilaran man ninyo? Moto nga, wamin di ko kinanagan ng mga tao. Ni ana dayon, ni ana siya nga, bakit di sila patay dito? Marami ni sila. Mura to, Your Honor.
Okay. Naintindihan ko naman, no? Ang iba, ang Tagalog, no? So, Colonel GARMA, ibang tinatanggap yung sabi ni Raquel Lopez tungkol sa insidenteng yan? O hindi mo maalala?
Mr. Chair, hindi ko talaga style magsabi ng ganun. Kaya it's not part of my vocabulary. Kaya wala akong maalalang may sinabi po ako. Definitely. Kasi pag ganyan mga nakaburol, I am more focused sa sugal. At nagsinasabi ko, ipagdasal ang namatay. Pero yung sinasabi po niya, wala akong maalala because it's not my style when I go around at may patay po.
Colonel GARMA, palagi mo nababanggit yung imbis na magsugal kayo, magdasal.
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Relihiyosong tao ka pala.
I pray, Mr. Chair, yes.
I'm not saying that you're not praying. Sinasabi mo na, the thing is, dito naman sa ating, sa Pilipinas halos lahat ng namamatayan may sugal Alam niyo kung ba't may sugal? Alam niyo kung ba't may sugal? Alam niyo ba kung bakit may sugal pag namamatayan? Alam niyo ba kung bakit?
Dalawa po ang reason.
Anong reason?
Pagkakaalam ko po, para gising po yung magbantay and or para po may fundraising. Yun ang
Yan.
pagkakaintindi ko po. Aside from
The thing is, ang alam ko dyan, ako, bilang congressman, nagpapatay po ako halos lahat, 90% ng mga namamatayan, nagusugal, sapagkat doon, sa mahihirap sa mahiyaman wala Bakit po? Sapagkat doon lamang sila kumikita para mapalibing nila yung kanilang patay.
Tama, Your Honor.
Oh, see? Yun ang sinasabi ko sa inyo. Oo. Ngayon, ako, nagdadasal din ako Pero, palagay nyo kaya yung kanyang pagdadasal, ibibigay nyo yung pera para ipalibing yung tao? Hindi naman Ibig sabihin yan, sinasabi nyo, huwag kayong magsugal, nagsasalita na kayo doon. Sinasabihan nyo yung mga tao. Tama ba ako mali? Sinasabihan nyo, huwag na kayong magsugal, magdasal lang kayo. Sinasabihan nyo yung mga tao. Tama ba ako? Hindi. Sinasabihan nyo.
Mr. Chair, there's nothing wrong kung magsabi ko.
Hindi
Kasi sir,
sabing there's something wrong. Tanay lang.
Okay po.
Hindi ko sinasabing there's something wrong. Ang tanong ko ito. Therefore, nagsasalita kayo doon sa lamay at sinasabi nyo sa mga nagsusugal, o wag na kayong magsugal, magdasal na lang kayo. Tama ba ako? Hindi.
yes po, Mr.
Wala
Chair.
naman Ibig sabihin, nabanggit nyo rin doon. Yung sinasabi ni Raquel, palagay nyo kaya itong sa Raquel Lopez ang isinungaling para sabihin sa inyo ngayon yan. Nag-travel pa ho yan galing Cebu. Iniwan ang kanyang pamilya. Namasahe po papunta dito. Oh, para lamang humarap sa inyo. Oo. Natatakot nga eh. Sinabi nga nila, si Baby Rosales, sinabi si Raquel Lopez nung kayo nag-appear doon nagpulasan ng mga tao Tama ba ako? Nag-alisan yung mga tao. Ibig sabihin, yung iyo lamang presence, natatakot na yung mga tao. Yan sinabi nila Dalawa yan nagsasabi na ang sabi, kapag ikaw nagpupunta sa patay, nagpupulasan ng mga tao sapagkat natatakot sa iyo. Yun ang ibig sabihin nun Ano ba namang sabihin mo na totoo yung nangyari yan sapagkat ikaw naman ang chief of police, ikaw ang director. Alam mo ang nangyayari. Colonel Garma, nais lang natin ditong makita yung katotohanan at malaman natin kung sino talagang dapat na responsible dito. Namatay itong mga to Kaya nga sinasabi ko sa inyo, umiiyak ka dito sapagkat maiiwanan mo yung anak mo, buhay yung anak mo Ito patay itong mga to tinan nyo meron ako natanggap na sulat dito. Urgent motion to allow Rowena Garma to undergo medical check-up. Ito nakalagay. Ano ang isang sinabi dito? Movement's request is premised on her basic human right to health and her constitutional right to life. Naniniwala ba kayo na meron din silang constitutional right to life? Miss Colonel Garma, naniniwala ba kayo ron?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Napatay yung kanilang kamag-anak Napatay yung kanilang kamag-anak na violate ang kanilang constitutional right. Tama o ba mali?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
O yun pala naman tinatanggap mo na na-violate ang kanilang constitutional rights. So, Mr. Chair, yan Dito, binasa ko dito ang iyong karapatan. At nais nyo na i-approve namin itong sulat na ito sapagkat meron kayong karapatan as provided for by the Constitution at yung aming yung ating Constitution. Gayon din sila. Meron din karapatan itong mga taon to. Anong ginawa ninyo? Pwede niyong pigilan yung mga pulis nyo Anong ginawa ninyo ng mga ibang kapulisan dito? Tinanggalin nyo ang kanilang constitutional right. Lahat tayo meron yan, Colonel Garma. Tama ba ako?
Can I explain, Mr. Chair? Kasi,
What are you going to explain for?
You are asking, kanina po nagtanong din po si...
Hindi, tinatanong kita, tama ba na na-violate ang kanilang constitutional right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, yun lang. Ang gusto kong sagot mo. Mr. Chair, salamat.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. The next to interpolate is Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, kay Raquel Lopez. Ma'am, a while ago, we heard na sinabi niyo po kanina na bakit nilalamay yung patay na binanggit ni Colonel Gama. Is this true? Na bakit nilalamay yung patay?
Tinood, Your Honor. Nagsabi siya nga, bakit isa lang patay dito? Marami sila.
Marami sila.
Wala dyan ako nakalimti na yung isulti, Your Honor.
So parang...
Kasabot man ko kay, bisag Tagalog to gamay, kasabot man ko.
Okay, at si Baby Rosales? Rosales, I heard you were saying yung sinasabi mo, yung nakiramay naman siya at nagpadala ng bulaklak. Correct?
Hindi po.
Ano yung sinabi niyo po kanina?
Nagpunta lang po siya doon. Galing po siya sa Karakil.
Okay.
Galing siya doon. Pagpunta niya doon, siyempre yung mga tao, nakita sa mata, marami kasi sila mga pulis. Di, tumatakbo. At saka yung lamisa, tinumba. Sabi pa niya sabi niya doon, ayaw niyang pag-asugalan yung patay. Gusto niya yung pag-dasalan.
Okay.
Oo,
so
sabi.
inalis niya yung sugal, tinumba niya, tapos sinabi niya, dapat walang sugal. Kailangan,
Oo. Yung patay, pag-dasalan daw.
Pagdasal.
Oo.
Okay.
May malis na po sila.
Sino siya? Siya mismo, si Garma? Si Colonel Garma?
siya po. At saka yung mga niya, mga kasamahan.
Colonel Garma, nagawa mo ba yan? Nagawa mo yan? Considering that ikaw
Yes, Mr. Chair, kasi almost every night po, umiikot ako para makita ko yung sitwasyon po dun sa area po ng Cebu City.
Okay. Binabasa namin yung yung affidavit mo that you have
Mr. Chair, bago
Yes.
yun, with your indulgence, can I just ask
Yes,
one question?
sure.
Colonel Garma, ganito yun Ako, alam mo, ayaw ko na ng sugal Kalaban ko ang isabong, kalaban ko ang pogo Ayaw ko ng sugal, illegal man o illegal. Ayaw mo rin, di ba? Ayaw mo ng sugal, tama ako?
Yes po, Mr.
Ba't ka naging manager ng PCSO?
It's different. Can I explain?
Sugal yun
again?
Huwag na mag-explain.
Yes.
Sugal yun
Because it's for it's a lottery game for...
Hindi
ano po
pinag-uusapan yan. Ang pinag-uusapan natin, sugal. Tama ba ako mali?
The question kasi po is...
Ang
You can
pinag-uusapan
explain.
natin, sugal, Colonel Garma.
Generally, Mr. Chair, yes, ayoko po.
Ayun ako.
Generally.
Okay, yun lang.
Yes, okay. Colonel Garma, maikli na naman tong affidavit mo. And kanina nabigla din kami dahil nga meron kaming na-receive na affidavit coming from you. And probably it's just right that we discuss itong sinumpaang salaysay mo. Can you kindly narrate to us kung ano itong mga... Kasi pag binabasa ko, parang
Mr.
complete...
Chair,
Yes,
point of order. Tapos na po ba tayo sa mga victims ng EJK? Kasi a while ago, the Honorable Manuel was prevented from asking questions regarding that affidavit. So, Mr. Chair, what are we going to do first?
Mr. Chair, we request our resource person, Colonel Garma, na basahin po yung number 8 sa kanyang pinirmahang affidavit na whose copy was distributed sa mga miyembro ng Quadcom.
Okay.
Mr.
Colonel
Chair.
Garma, babasahin mo ba yung kabuuan?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yung kabuuan?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Medyo ilang pahina po yan?
Only 3, actually, 3 or 4, but I'll be quick, Mr. Chair.
Sige.
You will
Okay.
allow me.
I don't see any objections from any of the chairs of the committee nor the members. Sige, please, pakibasa mo lang ang iyong sinumpaang salaysay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On September 12, 2024 and September 27, 2024, I was invited to serve as a resource speaker during the recent legislative inquiry conducted by the Joint Committee on Dangerous Drug Public Order and Safety, Human Rights and Public Accounts of the Honorable House of Representatives regarding the investigation into the war on drugs of the previous administration. During these hearings, I was asked several questions concerning my knowledge or involvement in the deaths of 3 Chinese inmates of the Davao Penal Colony and the death of General Wesley Barayuga, all focusing on the alleged extrajudicial killings of the aforementioned individuals. I was also questioned about my relationship with the former president, as well as my career as a police officer and my tenure as the general manager of the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office. Throughout the hearings, I answered questions from the committee based on my personal knowledge. However, I did so with great apprehension as I recognized that my statements on national television could significantly endanger my life, the safety of my family, and other very close to me. After considerable reflection, I am now executing this affidavit to provide a comprehensive information to the Quadcom regarding everything I personally know about the war on drugs during the former administration. On May 2026, I received a call from the President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, at approximately 5 a.m., instructing me to meet him at his residence in Doña Luisa, Davao City. I was already acquainted with the mayor, having served as the station commander in one of the police stations in Davao City during his tenure. During our meeting, he requested that I will locate a PNP officer or operative who is a member of the Iglesia ni Cristo, indicating that he needed someone capable of implementing the war on drugs on a national level, replicating the Davao model. The Davao model referred to the system involving payment and reward. The Davao model involves 3 levels of payment of rewards. First is the reward if the suspect is killed. Second, if is the funding of planned operations. And the third is the refund of operational expenses.
Colonel Garma, can you speak louder? I'm sorry, speak closer to the microphone.
Initially, I informed the President that I was unaware of any individual with those qualifications
as I had not been assigned outside of Davao City or had served in the national capacity within the PNP. However, I recalled my upperclassman Edilberto Leonardo, who was heading the Criminal Investigation Detection Group and was also a member of the Iglesia ni Cristo. I mentioned his name to the President. On the same day, a certain individual named Muking contacted me to request for the phone number of Leonardo's contact details, which I promptly provided. A week later, I learned from Arthur Narsolis via phone call that Sir Leonardo had been summoned and was instructed to proceed to the Royal Mandaya Hotel in Davao for a meeting. Leonardo informed me later that he stayed at the hotel for almost 3 days, during which the President directed him to organize, according to Sir Leonardo, a task force, which he understood as PAOTF. When Leonardo relayed this information, urged me to join the task force, I declined first, citing my lack of experience in handling said operations. Leonardo subsequently informed me that he had prepared a proposal routed to Bongo outlining the task force, which would encompass Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. I am afraid of my life, Mr. Chair, and the life of my relatives and my friends and classmates. Leonardo subsequently informed me that he had prepared a proposal routed to Bongo confirming the task force operation, which would encompass Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. He also inquired if he and his classmates could have a courtesy call with the President through Bongo for a photo opportunity. Considering this, I thought it prudent to invite also my classmates to join the courtesy call. So in the presence of Colonel Bacay, Villela, Grijaldo, Tuzon, and Dueñas, the member of class 97 and 96 were accommodated in separate rooms at the DPWH office in Panacan, Davao City. The President did not enter our room, and I was unaware if he visited the room of class 96. After the courtesy call, Leonardo informed me that the structure of the mentioned task force would undergo changes. In June of 2016, Leonardo has transferred from Manila to assume the position of the chief of the CIDG Region 11. During the initial 3 months of the assignment, I facilitated all meetings between Leonardo and Bongo at Leonardo's request. Subsequently, they established direct communication. Leonardo informed me that he had recalled several trusted personnel, namely Lester, Romel Bactat, Rodel Servo, Palma, Peter Parungo to serve as operative for the task force. Notably, Bactat, Servo, and Palma were, for now, discharged from the police service. Romel Bactat, Servo, Palma were all former police officers stationed at the CIDG 11 office. They were discharged from the service on or about a year ago due to an operation that led to the killing of one individual. Lester Berganyo is a provide citizen, while Peter Parunga was a former detainee of CIDG due to a charge of rape that has been cleared. Romel Bactat, Cervo Palma, and Parunga were charged with the task of collecting and verifying informations provided by police officers in the field concerning arrests, deaths of individuals named in the list of drug personalities, and creating summary reports. All of these reports would then be encoded and compiled by Lester Berganyo. The compilation is thereafter elevated to Sir Leonardo, who will decide what level the arrest or killing was and its corresponding reward. Rewards were only given for killings, while for arrests, only for the funding of Copland, and refund for operational expenses was given. I saw how these individuals operated when I would visit my friend in CIDG 11. He conveyed that the task force would be structured differently and that he submitted a document to Bongo detailing the task force operation, including an overview of the current drug landscape in the Philippines. I was informed that the drug structure originated from Bucor, where numerous drug lords are currently incarcerated, and that it has 3 branches, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, with Peter Lim involved in the Visayas region. Once the task force became operational, I later learned that all Copland's funds, refunds for operational expenses, and rewards for agents were processed through the account of Peter Parungo. Currently, Lester Berganyo maintained a comprehensive list of the drug personalities of the Philippines. Leonardo conducted briefings for all PDEA, IG regional directors, and PNP chiefs regarding the drug situation. Additionally, if any individual died during police operations, Leonardo would report the incidents to Bongo for inclusion in the weekly report and request for refunds of operational expenses. Leonardo had final authority to determine who would be included in the list of drug personalities and to classify their threat level, as well as the discretion to remove individuals from the list. Furthermore, in 2016, while I was at the CIDG office following up the appointments of my personnel, I overheard Padilla discussing drug activities at the Davao Penal Colony with Leonardo. Padilla specifically identified certain Bucor officers involved in drug trade, notably mentioning an officer named Ginto, who was subsequently killed along with other Bucor members. These are the critical facts I personally know regarding the drug war of the previous administration. I am prepared to provide additional details and information in a supplemental affidavit or during an executive session at the discretion of the committee. I affirm the truthfulness and accuracy of the above statements to assist in the investigation by the Joint Committee, Your Honors.
Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead, SDS.
Mr. Chairman, alam mo, papasalamat ako kay Ma'am Garma. And no, alam po natin ang nararamdaman mo. Pero kaya ako umakyat, nanonood po ako sa TV, sa baba. Mukhang itong committee na to parang pinilit ka para magsalita. Kaya ka umiiyak. Baka sabihin ang Quadcom pinilit ka para magsubite ng affidavit at basahin mo. Umiiyak ka. So gusto po namin kasi napakita mo talaga na kusang loob ang sasabihin mo dito sa Quadcom. Wala pong sapilitan at galing po sa puso nyo ang pagsasalita. So kaya po ako umakyat, nasa baba ako, kausap ko yung mga ibang kasama natin. Ma'am Garma, alam ko naman po yung sitwasyon nyo. May nanonood po sa atin buong Pilipinas, lalo na sa Mindanao. Alam ko po kung ano nararamdaman nyo. Pero pakita nyo naman po, in the interest of fairness of every Pilipino, pakita po natin yung fairness dito. Kung titingnan nyo po yung mukha nyo sa TV, ang analisa po namin, parang itong committee na to, which is ako na bigla, may affidavit kayo. Kaya ako po sana, kung pwede, kasi hindi po naintindihan yung mga binabasa nyo, yung mga nanonood. Yung affidavit nyo, hindi po naintindihan. yung mga televiewers natin. Kung kayo nandito, naintindihan nyo, pero pag nasa TV kayo, hindi nyo po naintindihan yung mga sinasabi nyo. Mr. Chair, on that note, kung pwede po, magpahingat siya, huwag siyang umiyak, sabihin niya lahat in a clear reading, in a clear words. Ako po, I move sana para basahin niya ulit yung kanyang affidavit, Mr. Chairman. Salamat po.
Siguro, Miss Roina Garma, we will give you time to be composed. And we cannot blame you doon sa inyong emosyon. Ako rin, nabigla din ako doon kasi it's a sudden turnaround, no? From the last mga hearings po natin. And suddenly, we will be receiving an affidavit like this, no? Siguro, marapat lang pong sabihin natin sa committee to kung somebody forces you to execute an affidavit like this. That a while ago, the reason why we're asking Congressman Manuel to hold his gun kasi nga I was able to see the affidavits and I really wanted to read muna for a while. And 4 pages lang naman po yun. So, nakakagulat din po yung nilalaman ng inyong affidavit dahil a complete turnaround. So, meron po bang pumilit sa inyo para i-execute itong affidavit na to?
Wala po, Mr. Chair. It took me 1 week to make some reflections po.
And what
And,
pushes you to execute?
I realize the truth will always set us free, Mr. Chair. And at least I will be able to contribute if we really want to make this country a better place to live and for our children. I think we have to do something para maibalik po yung trust sa PNP, magkaroon po ng reform sa PNP, and yung tiwala po ng mga tao, whether victims of criminals sa gobyerno.
Kanina po may sinasabi kayo na natatakot kayo sa buhay niyo at sa pamilya niyo. Saan po kayo natatakot?
Of course po, it's normal, Mr. Chair, when you speak the truth, you cannot please everyone. And it's normal to anybody to have that mixed emotion. But still, it took me 1 week to make reflections. And I realized I need to do my part po.
Dahil po ba sa relasyon niyo sa nakaraang administrasyon kay former president? Kaya po ang damdamin niyo po ay mixed emotion?
Normal lang naman bilang tao po, Mr. Chair. Pero what prevailed after a week of reflection is, I always say, the truth will always set me free. I want a better place, a better PNP, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, Ma'am Garma, we are all on the same page. Kaya ginagawa po natin to para sa taong bayan, maayos, yung PNP, mawala, ang extrajudicial killing, yung drugs. Kaya nandito po tayo. Yung sinasabi niyo po, we are totally agree on that. Kaya gusto ko lang pong i-clear at sinagot nyo na walang pumilit, nag-meditate ka for how many days before you prepare that affidavit na bigla nga ako ngayong Quadcom hearing na meron po kayong affidavit. So on that note, Ma'am Garma, pag-compose na po kayo, ayos na po kayo, pwede nyo po ulit basahin ang inyong affidavit. Salamat po, Mr. Chairman.